In this video, we'll be performing a staggered stance hip hinge with the trail leg forefoot elevated. We'll begin with a self-check pre-test, just to get an idea of how mobile we feel through the hips. We'll start by getting nice and tall through the spine, and then we'll select the leg and we're going to rotate it outward. This movement is referred to as hip internal rotation. In addition to increasing your internal rotation hip measurement, this exercise also has the potential to give you more mobility in an active straight leg raise movement. So lay flat and see how far you can bring your leg back towards your head. Be sure to keep your knee locked out during the process. Let's have a look at our exercise setup and performance cues. To begin, we're going to need a dowel. A broomstick handle will work great for this exercise. We'll be holding it in place over the following points: center of the spine below the belt line, between the shoulder blades, and at the middle of the back of the head. We'll start by placing an item underneath the toes of the trail leg. In this example, I'm going to be using a squat ramp. Notice how it raises the toes higher than the heel. Now we're going to move into our staggered stance position, placing our right foot approximately half a foot's distance in front of the left. From here, we want to make sure that the hip, knee, and foot are aligned over each other for each leg. And then we'll complete the setup by grabbing our dowel and placing it along the previously discussed landmarks on the back. We're now ready to perform our hip hinge. While keeping the dowel in contact, we want to shift our weight backwards and remain heavy on the left heel. As you're performing the weight shift, all the movement should be coming from the bending of the knees and the flexing of the hips. If you take a look on screen, you'll notice that the angles of my shins remain relatively unchanged while performing the task. Once you've mastered the basic movement, we're now ready to add some weight. So we're going to take a dumbbell and we're going to put it in the opposite hand of the toes that are elevated. From here, we'll be moving into our hinge position, staying heavy on the heel and twisting our trunk to the left. These actions result in the dumbbell being aligned in front of the left foot at the bottom of the rep.